Alright, what's up guys? Jake here, and today we're here with DPL Season 4, draft analysis, auction analysis, whatever. Right now we're joined with by Kcric and JW Games. Introduce yourself.
JW Games. Yo, it's Kcric. I'm carrying this lifeless channel now.
Yo, what's poppin'?
My
what's
YouTube is
on?
poppin'.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm trying to analyze these teams. We're not going to make the same mistake as last season by roasting the two teams that made finals. You already know we built different now. We're only going to spit facts. So
we will be Zen mode, but yeah. Firstly, Temporal Tower Titans. I still hate that team name.
No, that team name reminds me of Tinted Titans because Zern's on that, and that team sucks.
Exactly.
It's like the exact same thing. There's no difference.
Yeah,
Come on.
No, yeah, and the acronym is just TTT instead of TT. Goofy team name. Okay, anyways, captained by Narth and Rob. Rob apparently has been pretty good so far, and he has a good track record in team tours, which is solid.
That's fair, yeah. I mean, yeah, he definitely has a good record in team tours.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you have Narth who's probably like dead weight, no cap.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Narth was just a fossil.
I think their auction performance really showed their inexperience, because like they were nomming people they actually wanted, and like I think he had pre-planned, like Narth had pre-planned who he's gonna nom.
No, it's because Narth lost touch with reality. He doesn't know how to evaluate talent, and Rob doesn't know enough people.
We'll get to their up-bids later, but yeah.
I told the truth.
But, like,
no.
Yeah, but like, if you see, I'm pretty sure he nommed Isaiah really early just because he wanted him. And he could have gone for sub 15, but because he nommed him that way, he's now 18k. Like that's just basic auction strategy, which they didn't really get.
Yeah. As for like the Pokemon side, he was really dead in Clash, and I had to tell my captains to ship him off. And I got him traded, and then we made playoffs after we started went to. So yeah.
I wonder if being a captain's gonna change that. I don't know if he's gonna be more active this season because of that, but like historically, he's been pretty like dead as team support.
I mean, as captain, you don't have to play much. Your main job is to just help people out. So I think like, as long as he just like gives some of the players mocks here and there, and gives some feedback in teams, I think he'll be fine. Honestly, that's all you really got to do.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the roster. First, we got Wombo. Wombo's kind of weird because his track record in DPL is definitely very good. He's made playoffs all 3 seasons. His record is very good. And he's not like washed up or anything. Like he lost Cash Inc. finals yesterday, but still he made it very far. So he still got the Mons left in him. But the thing is, last team tour, he went for pretty expensive and got dropped at mids and like got picked up for like mid price. So
Wombo's hit or miss for me, but I think 18k is fair enough. Honestly,
I think that's the perfect price for Wombo. Honestly, like he's very high ceiling.
I think he's better than some of the 20ks that went later, like Count and like Rye.
That makes sense.
And AM who's on this team.
AM 22, for sure.
Honestly, like the first 2 picks are actually quite good. Like I'm jumping ahead a bit, but I think the first 2 picks are like quite reasonable. Azern and Zwomber for around 20k each is actually pretty good.
A lot of people don't remember. A lot of people don't remember, but Zern like went undefeated last season. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And Zern is definitely like he can be pretty unique with his prep. He'll help the people out. I think his Mons motivation is a bit weird right now, but he just has a tendency to choke a bit, which is my thing.
No. Zern never gave me like the vibe that he's like a super tryhard. Like I feel like he always takes it chill, and he usually does well, which is fine.
He'll help his teammates out here and there though. So I think I would spend a bit less on Zern. Like I would probably go 20k max, but I think it's fine if you got Wom for 18k.
The first 2 picks were good. Yeah, I like the first 2 picks.
I thought they had a good start, and then I'm not sure they seem to overpay for certain players. Like they look at this, they have to me they have a balanced draft without any stars, yet their bottom is still like one of the worst. Like on paper anyway, to me.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, like they could have like got more value afterwards. Like they could have ended up more like crammers in terms of like they could have got better players for cheaper prices.
Yeah.
I still can't get over the Isaiah pick like for 18k.
One thing to note though is that they have enough budget to get someone at mids with 3k.
But yeah, I think Team KATO is like without a doubt an overpay. He just has he doesn't have a proven record in Team Tours. He just doesn't. That's just like a fact. And like his Mons commitment has shown to be like on and off. And even at his peak.
If you ask me how much I'd spend on Itzy, I'd probably say somewhere between 10 and like 12K is. Like,
I agree. Yeah, same.
Because Itzy is hella active, which is really good to have like in a team environment. But not having a proven record and going the same price as someone like Wombo, who is, he's like won a few tiebreaks in DPL, I think, and he's 12-6 overall. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's a big overpay.
He's going for more than like Tech and Bess and Tio and Aki and all these people. So I don't really get the price. He suffers just from being friends with some.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that.
I don't know. There's also a big mistake nomming him first. I can't stress that enough.
Like, yeah, dude, if you nommed him later, you could have gotten him at least 5 or 6K cheaper, at least.
Easily. I don't know why you would do that at that stage of the auction. But yeah,
like, dude, if I nommed Kcric at that point, he would have gone for over 20K for sure.
Yeah.
And that's why you don't nom people like you want. Like, I'm going into like auction strategy now, but like this team clearly did not really know how to like auction. Like,
yeah.
I think they nominated AM too, and he went for an overpay. So yeah, moving on to AM, this is just an overpay. Like I was in, both Kcric and I were in Kakuna Ratata server, and after the regular season ended, and he was just not active. Like I think there's this false stigma that he's some sweat and helps everyone, but
no, dude. The reason you know why he's so expensive, because he went like 6-0 in DPL season 1 and then lost like 1 game, and then people think he's like an ORS god, but when the competition's better now, he's not even like a top 5 or 6 ORS player in this season, in my opinion.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
I think he played okay in Cock. He got went 5-2 or something. I don't know. He is quite unique prep as well. But I remember seeing Kakuna Ratata server. He John prep until like Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. He would join his own prep. Like it's not even that he wouldn't help other people, but it would be like Friday until he started building a team, and like that's just unacceptable.
Yep. And also, didn't he choke a game last season?
Oh yeah, he choked the game 8 that would have put them into finals against Illusion with like a fucking against the Mega Pins or something.
You cannot be spending 20K plus on a player who does that. Like I'm sorry, Chief.
Like, I think the first we said that right, but the first two picks good, so the next two not it. Overpays for sure.
I don't think this pick is as I personally don't think this pick is as bad as what you guys think. Like he has like some upside.
We're not denying that. We're not.
Yeah,
denying
I
that.
just think this is overpay.
I just don't think after you spend 18K on Itzy, I just don't think this is like the move. I think you want to go for value picks, not drop 20K plus on another guy, because as you can see, it hurts the rest of their team.
Yeah.
This feels like a massive punt where if he goes 5-2, it's like a big win. But if he doesn't, and he's not going to be very active in general, then it's going to be really like. They're gonna really suffer for it. Yeah. Look at the rest of it.
If AM22 doesn't go like 5-2, there's no chance this team makes playoffs. Like that's just fact.
Yeah, I agree. Cause like this bottom is good. Like moving on to Tezzy. Tezzy, yeah. This is the pick of the draft right here.
Bro, first of all, I saw John nom him. Then I was like, why did he nom Tezzy? And then not up it, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
He just up bid because it was John. That's how it is.
Dude, people have a stigma that I'm gonna get like some super Smogon stealer or something, and they just up bid. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and this isn't even a Smogon player at all. This is some DGBA player, and like I'm not calling him bad. He could be underrated.
No, I don't think he's bad.
Chess suggested him to like last mids when he had to pick everyone up after Owen shit. But like still, this is just pretty funny how he ended up on the team, and I wonder
So you're telling me this guy is worse than Drunken Gyarados, like in terms of evaluation?
Yeah, Chief. I mean, if this pick is bad, then Nart's gonna get clowned hella for just upbidding like bid it. But if he's good, then I mean that's just a good pickup. I don't know.
Yeah, Bronson 5.5. Bronson just like doesn't care as much as he used to, so
dude,
like it's 5.5, so it's whatever.
Bronson, Kcric. I have PTSD from Bronson's games.
Yeah, you got.
Holy shit! Oh no! You can't remind me of that Dragapult game. No.
Dude, no, Bronson
Oh,
in Clash of Kings, he came on every week and just threw like the fucking real game. He played fine in the test games, but when the real game came, he just fucking decided to go Hall of Fame choke.
yeah, it's something I'm used to at this point, but it was still ultra fun.
No, that was something else. Like we were forced to drop him at mids because he was choking too much. Like what the fuck is that? Why do you drop someone at mids for choking too much? What?
Yeah, I don't know. We would rebuild his team as well. I remember, like before the final game that he played, we rebuilt his team to like one that he would have won if he actually like didn't throw. It was versus Rabs as well, which is the next guy, like on the almost the next guy.
Okay.
He went. I mean, I don't know if he actually plays to his potential. He went 6-0 in like DPL season 1, right? So
No,
Bronson. All I know is if Bronson's on the team, my team's fucking fucked. We're like 0-4 or 0-3 when Bronson's on their roster. It's per Demos.
Oh, yeah,
Hiker sacking Durant's. Dude, Hiker got destroyed by Bronson.
Bruh.
No, because Bronson was on AIQ. He beat Owen in a game 7, and then he got traded to Tintin Titans, and Hiker lost to game 6, and we lost both those series.
Okay, but I mean, as far as 5Ks go, he's okay.
Yeah, he's fine. And then VM Nunes, I mean, I guess it's okay.
I had him on my season 1 team. He was hella dead. I'm not gonna lie. I remember this because I thought it was funny. I think it was fucking Gypsy. He was doing shoutouts, and he fucking forgot VM Nunes was on the team.
Yeah, he's just like, I've never seen him be active, and like when I played him in Draft League World Cup, he just like he actually choked his game pretty bad. I had a rough matchup, but he like kind of threw the game. I don't know. I guess this is like low. This is like decently high floor as long as 5Ks go, but still.
I don't think he'll be active.
Yeah.
I think as a 5K, he's okay. He'll win a few games. That's all you really want.
Yeah. Next up, Rabs. Rabs is a very solid player. He kind of popped off in Clash, but that's still a pretty small sample size. But I think he's still a solid player for this price. I think he's just simply good at the game. My only concern is I don't know how active he'll be. He's not the most active person on Discord, and like he forfeited out his Cash Gang games. But he played very well against me. I kind of got fucked. I played that game bad, but still, he beat me, and like he did go on Clash. I think this is a solid price for Rabs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too familiar with him. I just know that he was in one of my leagues like 4.5 years ago. So yeah, that's OG.
I think he's done well most DPA seasons too.
I think he's okay. Like, I don't think he's any better than some of the other 5Ks in this team. Like, in terms of potential. I don't know. Like
Pichu Bros won. I heard that this dude joined his team server like a day after.
Yeah. And like he was on 511s, and like I didn't hear anything from him. Like nothing good, nothing bad. I feel like there's higher ceiling players you can take if you're at this point in the auction. So I don't really have much to say about Pichu Bros.
I've seen him win like a couple games, like which you don't expect him to, but by and large, it's like he's less typical 5K player.
I think it was him and Jasper. I think it was him and Jasper that me random and H call and fucked up 6-0'd them with Giga Drain Kartana and SD Tangrowth. I remember that shit.
Okay. I don't know. Apparently, this last guy did really well in TDT or something.
Yeah, he did. He was on Rob's team, and like Rob built all his teams. But
it's just said that he built most of his teams too or something. Dude, I don't know. I
like
don't remember.
if he does that, like I guess that's cool. But I just wouldn't be able to fuck with a player that you have to build all their teams. Like that's just not the kind of guy I want on my team. Which kind of gets into my main thought of this team. I think this team is just going to simply be bad because I see no activity on this team. It's just gonna. Yeah, well, like even then, I don't think Itzia has. I think Itzia has a high possibility to short circuit, knowing him. Like I don't know. Like compared to like Kaz. Like okay, put Kaz on this team over Itzia. Obviously he's better, but Kaz has like the mental strength to keep going, even if it's like week 5 and his team is 2 and 3 or something. Itzia might get short-circuited just knowing him. So like I even if stuff goes down, I think this morale would just be very bad, and I don't think they have the activity to keep going. But like Wombo and Zern are gonna need to pipe up for sure. And
I don't really see I mean, this team could maybe make playoffs, but it's really going to depend on the top 4. If they can all go positive, then they have a really good shot at making playoffs. But if one of them just fucking flops, then it's going to be really hard, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think at least you can expect some creative prep from this team in terms of like I'm looking at their roster and like all these guys bring unconventional things.
That's
so
true. Narth Wombo.
Yeah.
Narth Wombo, AM, all pretty unique preppers there. But overall, I'd definitely say this is bottom 2. So moving on to Platoon Goons, captained by Bill and Roy. Very interesting captain core. Probably the most active captain core, honestly.
Yeah, I could see that.
Like,
I mean,
two massive
they're
sweats.
the most active, but are they the best? Hell no.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're still very good, but I trust them to build a good team environment.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
I
think part of the activity is gonna come from Raw making like fried suggestions and Bill just having to shoot all them down.
I mean, Royer is kind of polarizing, but his team tour success is like undeniable. I think he's made finals or semis every time. Like yellow color, we shat on that team hard in Clash, but they had the captains and they enjoyed that experience, and now they're captaining in DPL and after making finals. So
yeah, I mean,
we'll see.
Really.
I like it, but 23K count, Kcric's favorite pick of the draft.
I actually don't think this is that.
Like, no, yeah, I agree. I think this is fine. Because
I think it's really over. It's probably a bit over, but it's probably fine.
No, they just had so much budget at that point in the draft because they hadn't got anyone. So
yeah, I think they had to take this pick like for how much he went for, because I'm pretty sure they were the last people to actually get a player. And I didn't count for 23. At least he's gonna sweat really hard.
Yeah.
I think skill wise he's not a 20K player, but like in terms of help and prep support, I mean he'll be good for that.
I mean, he'll probably let me look at his overall record. He's like 15 and 10. Let me look.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so he plays a lot of games and he wins more than he loses, which is probably fine. And he's hella active. I don't think 23K is that bad, but we'll see. He can definitely do really bad.
Yeah. Lapis for 14.5. I think that was a bit of an overpay. I was really disappointed when I teamed with Lapis in Clash. Like she was good during the draft period in the first 2 weeks and like helped out, but then after that she just went like bleh, she just went gone. When the rest of our team was really active.
To be fair, that was cup though.
No, like, but like I heard that 511s is the same shit. Like she just like she was just not there for the second half of the season.
Well, Lapis is 8 and 8 overall, so I mean she's like 50-50, which I mean it's fine, but for 14.5K you're gonna need to do a bit better than that, because you're supposed to be one of the people that is likely to win more than you lose, and I don't think that 14.5K is a good price. I'd say maybe if they got Lapis for 10K, then it probably would have been a better pick. But 14.5 seems like a bit of a stretch when there's other people that are 2 or 3K higher that are probably better players.
I think that he's good. She's good. Like she's teamed with Bill last time too.
Oh wait, I just found an example. Like someone like Troy, for example. Troy has been super good in like every team tour that I've heard of. I've never heard like one bad thing about Troy as like a team presence, and he's 1K cheaper. So I don't know. I think Troy would have been better than Lapis on this team.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's a record too, actually.
Yeah. Sablo 10K. I think this is just. I don't have much to say. I think this is a fine price for Sablo.
Yeah, I agree.
He'll mock actually. He mocked like a lot in Clash. He like mocked pretty much everyone, which was except the LC players, which was cool. But like he's not gonna chime in with prep help. But like still, I think this is perfect for Sablo.
If this was like 2 years ago, late 2018, and he went for 10K, that would be like the steal of the auction. But I mean, he's not. He's been struggling. Yeah, he's been struggling for a while now, actually. Like, I don't know what happened. He used to be very good.
I think he's a great builder, but his playing is just so inconsistent.
Hit or miss.
I think he's a weird builder.
He's a weird builder, but I think he's very high ceiling.
No, dude, his preps back in the day were fucking. They were interesting, but they
were. John about to talk about the lucky prep again. When he got
like, bro, Pyapa Nape about to come out right now.
Pyapa Nape is the best prep. Is the best set of all time.
No, Sablo fucking hacks me that game. Like, Infernape for my Latios, and I had fucking Draco, which O-code, and I clicked Psychic. Because if I clicked Draco, I would have missed. So it's like,
yeah,
I guess, but I don't know, Chief. I mean, if he runs that type of shit, he's not getting away with it. He only got lucky.
Cap.
No, let me keep talking though. And then in LD finals as well, he kind
Oh.
of got lucky that I misplayed a sequence, but I mean it happens.
You got lucky you misplayed. The fuck? What kind of logic is that?
No, seriously. If I ran Thunder Punch Como, wait, am I remembering here? Yeah, if I ran Thunder Punch Como and I hit it versus, no, fuck, no, he had Como. Never mind. Yeah,
John's in shambles.
If I had Azu and I clicked Play Rough versus Como, I would have won that game. And he kind of robbed both of those games in a span of a week. So I mean, it happens, but
okay, let's move on from that. Okay, next pick is Twix. I actually I didn't pay any attention to Cash Gang circuits, so I don't know anything about him.
I think this is fine for Twix. He won a TDT chip on the Clock series. I think what I heard from Seidel, he was pretty good on that team. He's proven in Smogon, so he can play the game. I think this is good pick.
15.5K is, I thought he was gonna go for more, honestly. If I'm being honest.
I think this is good.
It doesn't make sense that he's only 2K more expensive than someone like Kcric. Well, Kcric is literally like, I mean, Crig's a good player, but I don't know why anyone would want him. That's not me, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, they just knew they would up it.
But this Twix is good. Yeah. I think we capped at 15 for him. We were thinking about getting him, but we didn't have the budget at that point in time.
Yeah, this is solid though. Harris for 19.5.
That's good.
I think that's a big overpay.
Overpay stuff like that. Come on,
I mean, like, if Harris was like apparently a Brazy sweat on 5.11s, but the thing is, he was obligated to sweat since he didn't have a co-captain. I don't know if he's gonna have the same level of sweat this season.
I mean, Harris is a good player, but he's definitely like he can choke. Like,
yeah, and
I've seen him choke a couple of times. So I mean,
both Clash seasons was like he captained in Clash first season. He was like okay. But then last season he was on the 0-7 team, so that's not too good of a look.
He was like 30K.
Yeah, he was like 30K.
I don't know. He always goes like he seems to always go break even like at best, which isn't the best for like a 20K player.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go above. He's gonna have to like be built different this season.
But in terms of price, I think his price was inflated because they had a lot of cash to burn at that point of the auction, and no one did.
I remember Harris was a notable name that was left in the auction before the 5K guys, and they had so much money that they had to get him.
Yeah, basically. So I think the price is inflated because of that. So I wouldn't hold that against him as much.
Yeah,
but I still 20K player. He's not really 20K to me.
Then they got Merc. They got Merc for 12.5K, which is pretty good.
I think this is fire. I think Merc's a great builder. He's a solid player. He's proved that since he came back.
Yeah, seems motivated.
I really wanted Merc on our team, but we didn't have the budget, so I was pretty sad when he got a bid. But it was wishful thinking anyway. I think Merc has potential to just go really crazy. So I love this pick by them, and he's on like the perfect team too.
Yeah, it's a good pick. I mean, he has potential to go 5-2, 4, like 5-2, 4-3, which for that price, it's worth it. I think.
I think he's definitely good. Yeah, I think they've teamed together too, didn't he? I'm pretty sure, like on US whatever. US whatever. I can't remember which US team.
South?
No, he wasn't on US South. He was on US West, and that team got disbanded.
Mind him. I thought he teamed with Bill at some point. But yeah, no, they were good. I think it's a good pick for sure. We were looking at him too.
YGG Draz
or Yggdrasil, I think.
Whatever the fuck it's called. I'm calling him YGG because fuck it. Anyway, YGG. This guy's like a French Smogon player, I'm pretty sure. Like, I've seen his name in Smogon, like, fucking forums and shit, but I don't know if he's any good, if I'm being honest. I mean, he did good in Season 2 of DPL, but that's it.
Yeah, I mean, he's like won a few games. He's got drafted 2 seasons in a row. I don't have too much complaints. 7.5 is not that bad. Again, they have cash to burn, so it's whatever.
Yeah, I wanted to get him too, because I think for 5 to 7K, he definitely has potential to do what he did in DPL Season 2. Like 4-2 for that price is hella good.
I know nothing about his activity though. Like I don't know if he's active. I don't know if he's dead. Next up, Taquito.
No, he's probably the starting 7 though. Like the top 7 are probably like the starting guys.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Taquito for 5K. Like, everyone was on this man's nuts during class when he was like farming LC. So I think he got a bit overrated. But like for 5K, I guess it's not the worst. I was in the KWD server and he didn't really help. Like when they were in finals. So that's all I have to say.
He was helping.
Let's be real. Let's be real. the bottom 3 guys on PG,
Yeah.
none of them are gonna fucking play
Yeah.
unless 1 of 7 flops. Like, come on.
I agree. Chroma, I don't know anything about this guy. All I know is that Bill Aurora said they had a fucking 2-page Google Doc that they DM'd.
Okay. I don't know anything about you guys.
Yeah, and Sfeel, I think all I know about this guy is he had a pretty solid run in Sun Moon Cup, but that's it. I don't know. But overall, I think this team has a ton of potential. It doesn't have a star, but like as we saw last season, you don't really need a star. I think they need a good team. They need a good team environment, and they definitely have that.
Yeah, I mean they have a good environment, so I can see them making playoffs for sure.
Yeah, I have them about 4 or 5 in my power rankings.
I have them in my top 4 as well.
Yeah, 4 or 5. It's between them and Galarian Stampede. I have trouble ranking those two. But next up, Rakiel Virizions, captained by Ian and TC. These guys made finals in TDT, but besides that, I'd say they're pretty underwhelming.
I said it. I mean, I think TC DM'd me like 2 days ago, and we were talking about like to manage like the fucking auction. He admitted that he wasn't like super fucking aware of it, which I mean it made sense because as you can see after their first 5 picks, their maximum up bid was 5.5k, which is absolutely horrible. If you need 5 more players and you can't go more than 5.5k, you're not going to get anyone that you really want, and it really showed in their last 5 picks. But yeah. I mean, nice people, and TC was like a fiend in ORAS and DPL before. So I think they
he almost beat Gypsy. He almost beat Gypsy. Like that game, I remember that game. It's actually really close. But he's helping prep.
Gypsy won a 50-50 to win the game. It was really close.
Ian, good friend of mine, but I haven't seen him do mod stuff in a while.
S fucking shits on him all the time. So that's all I know about him.
I think they were on the same team in Toxospecs. That's what they're on Toxospecs together. But
to be fair, that's a long list of people.
Yeah, true. I 35k, massive overpay. I knew that once this happened, I was not too keen. Going for the same price as Gypsy, that is insane. Like,
bro, if you ask Sky will tell you I as a 5k player, and that's the
yeah, but like I for sure can get wins, but I wouldn't spend 35k because he's also not that active as team support. Trick of Eye, people have said he wasn't that good compared to like low QP or other people on that team. Like apparently Phil was better team prep support than I. He didn't know his own team sets.
Dude, do you remember? I would never know his own team.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That was the biggest thing for me, alarm bells pre-auction. I was like, how can I get a guy like the most expensive player who doesn't even know what their team's bringing every game?
I didn't even consider I didn't consider I either.
Like I think like mid-20s is a good price for I, but
now that auction's over,
I will get at that.
I'll be honest. There's only 3 guys that I think are worth spending heavy money on, which are Jake, Gypsy, and Mayo, and Kaz. Those 4. But I didn't think but just for my team, because I was never gonna get Kaz with Finch. But those are the 3 guys that I was mainly looking at because I know that they'd help other people prep and stuff. And I think for a really expensive guy who's gonna win more than they lose, you want that for sure.
I agree.
Because it's been proven that there's no guaranteed wins. Like I mean, there's very rarely there's some who will go 6-1, 7 go undefeated. There will be a draw who will win, but like you can't guarantee that. Like Jack last season went for like 33k, and he kind of went like
36k. Me and him both went 36k.
Yeah, and like that's too much. Like for Jack at that point, I'd say, and like you really should only overspend if you know they will go brazy.
Like me, if I was in auction, I'm going 50k min. Come on, cuh.
Nah, you're too toxic. But anyways, Rye, at first I didn't like this, but the more I think about it, I keep hearing this guy's an absolute fiend. He's hella active. He's like making all their draft picks. I think this is a solid price for Rye. He was apparently one of BBC's biggest sweats last season, so I fuck with this.
21.5k is probably fine.
I fuck with this.
Considering that there's definitely people like AIM22 that I consider like the same as Rye probably, so I think it's fine.
I think Rye's way better than AM, like in a team tour setting. Like I don't think it's close.
Bruh, next makes no fucking sense. Why is Skyhorse 11k?
Yeah, I think that's kind of just some recency bias juice because he made finals in Trick of Eye, but they forget how bad he choked that game versus Theo. He had Endeavor Tangle and didn't click it versus like some setup mon. It was like a Mew or something, and he could have just revenged.
I don't know. Like I've seen games where he prepped really well. Like he prepped really well for his
yeah,
games.
Kcric knows Skywars pretty well.
Oh yeah, yeah. I talk to him quite often. Like he can prep really well, and he has like quite a good ceiling. It's just that he can misplay quite a bit and like throw games at certain points, but he does have potential. Like he'll be very active at the very least.
That's
like,
good.
On this team.
Yeah.
But I know like if you look at his like record overall, it's not pretty from him. I think it's like 2-4 or something, isn't it? Like I don't remember. 1-4. Yeah, 1-4. I thought so. Yeah. So I mean, I think this is half because he got nommed early.
Yeah,
he would have gone for easily sub 10 if they didn't nom him early for whatever reason.
Chief, he's better than Rinnigan. Come on.
Facts.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
You remember that? Kcric, were you there for that? Rin got super emo because I said that Skyhorse was better than him. Like he actually got fucking offended.
Yeah, I didn't see that at all.
He was in the Among Us server.
Yeah.
Funny. Okay, I'll look at that. I'll look at those logs later.
Yeah.
Well, oh yeah, but I think it's also because Narf is pretty high.
I think Narth nommed him too. I can check that.
He did. Yeah, Jesus. And I's like really good friends with Skyhorse, so I think the two of them just like competed to get him, and he ended up getting his price inflated because of that.
I mean, his price got inflated by his Trick of Eye buddies, which makes sense. But will he perform? Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, for 11K, you're gonna have to go like at least break even, at the very least break even, because he's a starting 7 player every week.
Yeah, they don't have a very good starting 7.
Yeah. So they really need him to play out.
Yeah. Yep. Josh for 17K, I think this is an overpay. I don't have much to say. Like Josh keeps going for this price in tours. I just simply don't think he's that good. Like he's solid. Like you can plug him in confidently, but 17K is a shit ton. Like he went for same as Tech. He went for same as Theo. Like
Jake, the thing is that Josh for 17K, it's not that bad. Like maybe it's like a few K more, but the problem is that this team got him, and that's just bad like budget management.
Yeah, if you spend that much, if you spend that much on I, confidently, you need to be more conservative. And because then again, as we talked, they just had no leverage in the later auction.
Dude, think about it. Someone like WordLife went for 11K and Josh went for 17K, and WordLife is just better than him. Like what?
Yeah. Tort for 10K. Okay, so like Tort went fucking brazy in yellow color. Like he beat John, me, Moran. I think he beat Hiker as well, which is obviously very impressive. But I also heard that he wasn't that active on yellow color, despite being a captain, which is kind of whack. Like I heard I don't even know what the fuck the name of his co-captain was, but I heard they were more active than Tort. But I mean, I guess this is fine. If Tort
wasn't his co-cap Gelbel 3C?
No, it wasn't that. It was some whack person. I don't remember. But I guess this is fine. If he can pipe up and beat big names, that's good. But I guess that we shouldn't expect too much prep help.
Yeah, I mean,
I think 10K is fine. Like I think 10K is fine on its own, but like on this team, they just spent all their budget in the first 5.
Yeah, and also, I think it's such a small sample size that even though he beat a bunch of like really good players,
I don't know what he's done besides Clash.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. Like anyone can have one really good showing because it is fucking Mons. Like you can get good matchups, you can have great teammates, but to do it consistently, I mean, this is a pretty big test for Tori. Like if he can go brazy again, then his price will be way more expensive next season for sure.
Yeah. Next up, Beardy. Okay, so like everyone was saying Beardy was a steal after the auction, and I didn't think that much of it. But honestly, I watched his LD, I think minors or majors games, and like he has some pretty impressive prep. So maybe this is a steal. I can fuck with this. His prep looked pretty solid. He's a really chill guy. I like Beardy. So
yeah, but
his
being
LD games
chill
impress
doesn't
me.
win you games, Jake. Being chill doesn't win you games. Come on now.
Yeah, you're right, but basically like a good team guy. I think TC and ER are chill with him. But
look at Aki. Aki's the GOAT, and he's fucking trolling 24/7. Come on now.
I think this is all right. I think because like I was actually surprised by how unique his prep is. Pyronox, we picked him up at mids. He was solid. He should have went 2-0. TJ hacked him. But he mocked a few other people. He would do mock for mocks. He wouldn't go out of his way to mock other people, but someone asked him to mock for mock, like Mayo or Inverse, they would mock for mock. So not mock bad, but not the most active.
No cap. Mock for mock in Team Tour settings is cringe as shit. Just mock them. You don't.
Well,
like,
yeah,
what?
but I mean, you have to consider our position. We were like fucking demoralized as shit, so I appreciated pretty much anything at that point.
All of your teams are demoralized because you guys get eliminated week 1. Come on now.
Yeah. You capping. But Slick Panther, you guys teamed with him, I think, in Clash?
Yeah, he's nice. He's a nice guy, but as I said earlier, being nice doesn't get you wins. But I mean, I think it's not bad, honestly.
Yeah.
I think he won his LC games, but I remember like I got mocked from every week for my standard games.
Wait, didn't he win LC games on our team? Yeah, he's fucking fire. I would have dropped 50k on him if he wins LC on our fucking team. He's the GOAT.
Yep.
But what I was doing was like he gave me some standard marks, and to be honest, like I don't get the feeling he knows standard very well or like he's very good at standard. I wasn't very impressed by the marks he gave me. That was just like from the 2 or 3 games he gave me for marks.
I mean, I would really hold mocks against him. I've given hella dog shit mocks in the past, no cap.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a bit sus, but like, I mean, 5k is a toss of the coin anyway. If you're gonna like, if he ends up going more than break even, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
There's no way, dude. There's no way. I don't even think you put him in the starting lineup.
I mean,
yeah, probably. I don't even know who you put in the starting lineup. But next up, another 5k GCS. All I know about this guy is that Mayo destroyed him. Then he almost went on timer after Mayo DC because he didn't turn off. He was also a total retard in our Clash series. He didn't know how to theory mon and didn't know basic stuff. I told someone else on their team to kill themselves, and he thought I was talking to him. But he still didn't know how Mons work from what I saw. But I don't know. He was on AQ. I mean, they won a chip.
He seems okay, I guess. I mean, he's probably not very relevant or good. I should not have said relevant. Okay, Okay, anyway, he's probably not.
He was fucking toxic, bro.
Bro, I didn't want to call him unviable, but fuck it, he's unviable. Definitely unviable. And him and Brown are the 2 most unviable players.
Speaking of unviable,
yeah, I don't think GCS is that bad, but like I think he's okay for 5.
I think he's better than Brown. Yeah,
I think Brown.
I don't think he's that bad, but I kind of had to stick with my words because I called him unviable, so you know.
I think Brown is absolutely the worst pick of the auction.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't know.
He's gonna try. He's happy to be in a team, but he is just not good at Mons. He relegated from Hive Kakuna. His only team first showing was really disappointing. I don't think he should. There are definitely better pickups. He was the last nom of the draft, but he's excited to be on the team, I guess. But that kind of goes into my whole thing. I think this team is like this team is II plus friendly guys, and that's not gonna win you a chip.
I don't know. It depends if they get cohesive or not, and they're able to help each other prep. Because I could actually see if Rye, Josh, and Tort like do really well, and then some of the other guys get wins. Like,
I think Rye is the key to this team. I feel Rye's gonna have to go LeBron to this team. I think that's the only way I can see this team make playoffs. But Rye couldn't make playoffs on fucking BBC last season.
I mean, yeah, top 4 really has to carry hard, I think, on this team. Like, really.
Because I don't trust the bottom 5 at all. I mean, they have a better bottom 5 than some other teams. Like, they have a better bottom 5 than Galarian Stampede, but still their top is just, like, so rusty. Like, with Galarian Stampede, you can trust on Hiker and Kaz to win games, and Sky kind of. But, like, they don't have that guaranteed LeBron like Kaz, so, I think this team is bottom 2 with Temporal Titans pretty marginally.
Really? Well, I don't think they're that bad. I think Tangang is worse than them. I think this team can still make like playoffs. I'd still say they can make playoffs, to be honest. I think every team.
This is the most balanced season, so I think they can make playoffs, but I would be very surprised.
I think it's okay. I think they could. John is gonna mute. He like died or something, bruh. Okay.
All right. Anyways.
And let's move on then. Is it your team next?
Yep.
Bruh, okay.
It's us.
You guys
I guess I won't talk. John has been great in the drafting period. Obviously, he'll probably be back. Obviously, he'll do great. John's great at Mons. Finch, he's been a bit busy because he has Smogon Tour to prepare for, but he's just generally very busy.
It's a good cap call.
Yeah, definitely
It'll be good for that as well. Actually, I mean, Finch has gone to has gone to draft quite well. Like in terms of prep and stuff, his prep seems quite decent. So yeah, it'd be a good cap call to have. Best in terms of team tour experience, they'll have way more than everyone else as well. Just from like Smogon team tours, not even like drafts.
Yeah, I went about what I expected to, honestly. Like, I'll take this.
I think 29K is good for you. I think it was like about as much as I'd probably pay. Like I wouldn't go to 30. Okay, background, I wouldn't have gone to 30 for anyone but Gypsy. Probably, like looking at it. Oh, he's finally back. But I think this is fine. I mean, you sweat a lot. I think you have a decent record in.
I'm 9-4, but like that's not that good for 29K.
I mean, it's okay. It's I don't know what percentage that is. 70%. That's not bad. I mean, it's okay. We're talking about your team, John.
We could move on to Vess. Vess was kind of iffy last season, but he definitely has the potential to do well. I'd say same with Tech. Two very high ceiling players, and underpays in my opinion.
For 15K, I think Vess is actually like it's the right price because he definitely can do bad, but he has the potential to do well. He's like 11-8 overall, which is pretty good.
Honestly, I don't think it's. I think these are both like fine prices for the two. I don't think it's
anything insane. But
having teamed with them like last season, I don't think like it's way under or anything. I think it's about right, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like Tech kind of died after midway through the season. I think he was trio into 3 and 4, which isn't great.
And you guys also had an unfortunate start, but yeah.
Yeah, I think he kind of lost some motivation too after like all the shit happened and all the shit that went on with our team.
I trust Tech to be motivated.
Yeah, he went 3 and 1, and finished 3 and 4.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a problem in your guys' team, but yeah, it depends if he's going to live up to 17K, because like historically in team tours, he hasn't actually gone positive. He went negative in cup.
But also, every team tour, he's always mad. He's always mad expensive every team tour. Like, now he's cheap. He can prove himself.
I remember going for 45K DPL season 1, same as Gypsy. And yeah, he was on a pretty unviable team, so I took the tour ban. But X-Ray, I think X-Ray for this price is fire. I'm really happy to team with X-Ray. He knows his shit for sure. Was good during drafting as well.
I mean, both X-Ray and 100 both like smoke gun guys, right? So,
yeah.
I mean, they're good players naturally, and you guys have like some decent team support, so they should be able to pilot the teams well at the very least. But like, I would say that like a lot of like historically, smoke gun guys don't always do well. I think it's only really been Blunder has done well, like historically. Like last season, he went brazy, but all the other Smogon players who played in previous seasons, like Ricardo and I think even Markup for our team, they were only like mediocre at best, like break-even type records. So I mean, it depends on how they.
Aim was like the same, but he was like on unviable Trick of Eye, like season 2. Yeah.
I mean, I think X-Ray and Kcric, they have prior draft experience too. Like X-Ray won Trick House Tour, and Kcric won his own fucking tour.
Right. Yeah. I think X-Ray's like, I think X-Ray's got a good pick for 17.5. I think 100's like flip of the coin to me.
Yeah. Overall, I'm happy with it. I was a bit worried that we'd like put all our too many eggs in one basket and Smogon, but I think we had a good balance in the end. Carson 5.5. Carson's last season wasn't too hot, but he's been amazing in the team chat. I trust him to do better. He's really motivated.
Yeah, Carson's always like really active.
If Carson can do what he did during DPL season 1 or 2, then we definitely got our value.
Yeah, I don't know what happened last season, because I've seen like games where he's played really well and he's like won like versus good players.
I think he just got nervous, Kcric.
I think so. It's just the nerves, and depends if he can get over that for this season, really. Because I think he has a lot of proof, so it might not help the nerves in terms of that. But like, it depends on how he handles it. Yeah. Honestly.
Girona Puff for 6K. I like Puff a lot. He's chill. And he's been helping out with the drafts. And and I think he just played. I think he's in Smogon Circle as well. I've seen him like playing random S tours and win some rounds. So I like Puff for this price.
I mean, yeah, he's not bad, but I'm not really too familiar with him. I think for this price, it's pretty good because he'll get some games, and if he wins, then it's just a plus.
Yeah, commonly for 5K. Commonly's been very good in prep. And he's done pretty well in past DPL seasons. He's a very good player, not very good player, but he can definitely win some games. He's a reliable starter, so I like Commonly for this price a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how many weeks he's gonna play, but I'm definitely gonna get him a game or two before week 3, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the rest of the draft is kind of yeah, from Carson onwards, I think the last 4 or 5 players, like they're hit or miss to me.
I understand.
I think Pesky has like the worst team to a record in DPL apart from like Lejon. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Pesky.
I'm pretty sure he has
Pesky, if you're watching this, I expect a redemption arc, Chief.
Well, you better hope so, mate. But yeah, so I mean, he really gonna have to defy like all his past team tour like demons to actually do well on this team. I'd say even if like good support, he was on your team last season, wasn't he? And you guys dropped him at mid. So it just depends. I've seen him do so well.
He went 8-2 in LD.
Yeah, I don't understand why he can't do well in team tours. Like
he to be fair, he really didn't like his role on IIQ. Like I think there was some internal problems there. But Lambo's clean as well. He was solid during the drafting period and really good team guy. But I'm not going to comment too much on our team overall. But I'm definitely very optimistic.
Me too.
Obviously, I think you guys obviously got a consensus #1 this season, which means you aren't going to win. So
I mean, even if we are consensus #1, I think we can all agree it's not like as skewed as past seasons. Like last season, the BBC or ZFG were just like by far considered the best. In season 2, it was ZFG, and I think it was really only you guys. I don't think anyone else was up there.
In season 1, YGW.
Yeah, season 1, it was even more lopsided. But
I think I mean, the only concern I see is like you guys have a good starting 5, and then it really depends on how the other guys do. The bottom 5 do as well, because the bottom 5 like have their issues, I would say.
Like honestly, Kcric, if one of Carson or Jeroni Puff goes positive, that's like good enough for our team to easily make playoffs.
For sure. I mean, like the question is, will they go positive? Like that's the thing. I don't even know if Jeroni Puff is, by the way. So.
We shall see. All right, on to Tank Gang. Max Veno captain. I wasn't too. I didn't like how Veno was season 1. He kind of died, but.
I think this team fucking sucks, if I'm being honest.
I think you're giving it that. I think you're giving it a bit too much hate. Oh, let me fix the dimensions. But
no, dude. Okay, whatever. When we get to the players, I'll explain it.
Yeah, but
I don't think it's very good either. I think they overpaid for their first 2 guys, and then the rest of the draft is okay, but it's kind of full of dead guys that aren't really gonna.
I actually don't agree. I think it's pretty active, but I think the playing is the issue. But Max Vano, I think kind of a mid-captain core, but I think they'll try and be passionate and try. But I just don't think their skill ceiling is that high. Moxie for 22K, I think this is an overpay. His record is like
terrible.
Even. His record is even. Like Moxie can get wins, but 22K, that's a shit ton. Like that's as much as Zern.
Nah, cheap. Moxie for 22K is
more than
much.
That's more than Rye. Only 4K cheaper than Hiker.
He's not even that active, and he's hella mistake prone, which you don't want.
True. But so yeah, I don't fuck with this too much. But then they also got L5 for 35.5. This is a he went for more than Gypsy.
For more than Gypsy King, like what the fuck?
Yeah, L5. They just got pressured because they didn't get a big player early on, I guess. But still, L5 is like kind of underperformed. He's 8-7, and someone of his like stature shouldn't do that at this stage. And from what I've heard in crew, he didn't help that much.
All I've heard from like people on his past teams that he really just preps for his own game, like the same as like he would LD or anything, and he doesn't really help anyone else either. So like for 35K, that's pretty bad, to be honest. Especially when historically he hasn't been getting the wins that he should have. Like looking at his record, I think he's about break even.
He's 8 and 7.
8 and 7, yeah. So basically 50%, which isn't
The
really
thing
good enough.
is that wait, are we on Moxie still or L5?
L5.
L5, bro.
Thing about L5 is for 35.5k more than Gypsy. That's fucking dog shit. Like this dude is gonna go 3 and 4, 4 and 3 at best. I'm probably.
I don't agree. I think I think he definitely can do better than that. I think he's shown like the ceiling, but still that's like pretty risky to drop 35.5k on. He's the second most player in the auction.
Like I think
for someone that doesn't help that much. I think he can definitely have a good record though himself, but will he help the other players is the question.
Yeah, that is the question for sure. Because like other than him, the main team support is kind of lacking in this team. Like Phil is probably the best.
Yeah, I think Phil is fine for this price. He's very active. He's probably like top 10 sweats. So and like he's not the worst, but
I think this is gonna be like this is really his moment if he's gonna like stand up with the top players again, or is he gonna go back down? I find it unlikely that like he's gonna repeat the success of last season, especially with how like we've changed a lot of the drafts and how certain things are different. So I kind of expect a dip in form from him. But like if he can prove me wrong, then like this is
he's motivated as hell though.
Dude, Kcric, it's the same as someone like Tort though. Like they did really good one time, but can they maintain the success over a period?
Yeah, that's true. That's true for sure.
Blitz.
Yeah. Even in his like season last season, I remember watching some of his games, and there were some questionable plays from time to time. Like remember the game versus Draw, he like slashed he ran from 80% with Turkey Kiss because I don't know. But I think he like 9k is like that's definitely a fine pick. I think my gut feel like I don't think he's gonna do that well. But we'll see.
Either.
Blitz for 10k. I don't really have much to comment on this. I think this is fine. He didn't play his games that well last season, but Blitz said something about he's not working right now, so he'll have more time to sweat. I think this is okay.
He's good.
And they get a free Will the RNG Lord in their server.
Facts.
Right.
Money Guy 7.5k. I don't know. His DPL record is not good, and he's a fucking coffin, so I wouldn't do this personally.
He's dead. Dude, his LD tag is still V Creators from season 2.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Bro, I wouldn't even, like, spend 5k on this guy. Like, just historically, his record, plus, like, his activity, I don't see much upside. But, I mean, it's a low-risk pick. He's only 7k.
They got JCM Shadow. I don't think this guy's good at all.
I think it's for 6.5, it's fine.
I think he's okay. He made top 16, didn't he, in Cash Gang? Or maybe?
Yeah, he did. But he had a bit of bracket luck, honestly.
I mean, doesn't mean that he's good.
I think he had some forfeit wins, but this whatever. Hunter for 8.5. What do you guys think of Hunter? Dude, you John, you really want Hunter, but like Hunter wasn't good versus Clash, and like he just like kind of died on Discord.
He fucking went like 4-1 during. He should have gone 5-0. Like in DPL last season.
Can he maintain it though? Is the question. Kind of similar to Tort and Phil as we're talking about. I don't know. I don't think he has.
I mean,
I'm not sure if he's burnt out or not, because I remember I asked him for a mock for like LD finals at one point, and he was like, "I'm like so burnt out. I'm so bad at mons. I'm pretty like right now. I'm pretty sure it won't help you." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Because he relegated from LD, like the majors, right?
No,
he had like the bottom record in LD minors.
He just joined too many leagues, and he ended up getting like relegating in almost all of them. But maybe if he's cut down and he's like only in DPL, I mean, there's upside there for sure. But I think I don't know. It's a 50-50 pick for me. Depending on if he gets on a roll or not, he could easily do well like last season.
Yeah, Sharky 6.5. I don't know anything about Sharky. All I know is he went far in Trick House. Yeah, Zing played him, and Zing won.
Hey, that was me, bro. I fucking destroyed him.
No, we weren't supposed to say that. But
I don't give a shit, bro. They gave me the money. They can't take it away now.
Who?
No. Kcric playing under Zing's account.
Kcric, stop trying to boost your ego from beating inviable players.
Facts. You got Ryan Anderson by X-Ray. Shut the hell up.
Hey! I was in a winning position, then chokes because I felt bad. He wasn't gonna win his first draft tour.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
trash.
I don't know much
Anyway.
about Sharky, but I don't
Okay.
know. It's 6.5.
For my game versus him, he was kind of okay. I don't know. His plays were a bit questionable from memory. Like I kind of dogged him, but I remember I saw his what do you call it? The paste he gave to all in player info. He was he's like a team to a fiend. I swear he's crazy records in his last 3 team
Wait,
tours.
That's
He's
cool.
5-0.
No, Sharky.
Sharky, wait, let me
I don't know
find
who that is.
Wait, where is it? I got it somewhere. Sharky stats. Here we go. Yep. TDA 6-0, TDT 5-0 plus 22, CNBT 5-0 plus 24, and the Harley tour that's still going is he's 2-0 plus 10. So he's legit like if you do that well, surely you have to be quite good.
Yeah. So that's a good pick then. I didn't know all that. Austrian George 6K. George was kind of meh on our class team. He had one of the worst strokes I've ever seen in playoffs. But oh my god, I don't understand to this day. Why did you sack the 2 win cons in 5 turns to Astoria? But I think this is okay. He did good in the first Cash Gang tour. He got very lucky, but he still got to top 16. Or actually no, he hacked fucking Vulcan. But
6K is fun.
Yeah, this is fine. He did some decent help, and he was kind of weird when I helped him prep. He was stubborn at times, but he would ultimately he was stubborn, but he would ultimately we would ultimately agree to stuff. And Rise of Darkrai 6K, bro, I think this can be the steal of the draft. People were saying he's only good at LC, but he's mad sweaty apparently, and I genuinely think Rise of Darkrai is pretty clean.
I mean, you can be sweaty. It doesn't matter if you're sweaty if you can't fucking play the game honestly in DPL.
I agree with that point, but I also think this guy's not bad. So,
yeah.
So
all right, I disagree. I don't think he's that good.
Okay. I mean, oh yeah, you guys had fucking beef. I remember.
No. The beef is one way. I don't entertain beef with unviable.
That's cap. That's cap.
Okay.
But
right,
I think this team.
Brown beef. I don't have beef with Brown, but he has beef with me. I don't entertain beef with unviables. At least get a win before you start trying to beef. Come on now. Okay. Anyway, move on.
I think this team is. I think this team is 6th, by a solid margin. I think this is definitely better than Temporal Titans and Rocky Helmet, but I think every other team is better. I just don't see the playing this is just kind of mid in every aspect. That's what this
dude, they're fucking horrible.
Mid.
If we lose to them week 1, I don't even know what to say, Chief.
Yeah,
we play week 1.
Dude, our whole starting 5 is better than every single player. Our top 5 is better than every player on Tangang, besides maybe L5, maybe.
Yeah.
I think L5 is quite good still.
I think you're going a bit too hard on L5.
Okay,
but...
fine. Our top 5 is better than every player besides L5 on Tank.
I can see that.
That could be argued. Yeah, I'd see that.
All right. But... Next up, Wish Cash Gang.
It's me.
Team. Yep. Him and Jack.
You got Kcric and Jack. Jack's kind of trash nowadays. No cap. But
Jack is not trash. He's just busy. But I think captaining was a perfect role for him because I think what would have happened is he would have gotten overspent on, and then gotten busy and been kind of mid. So I'm glad he captains, and this is a cool captain.
Legitimately, I did not want to play at all this season. I'm retired, bitches. So I'm happy that I got to captain.
You say you're retired. Your full-time job is DPL messages now.
Facts.
Okay, I can't even lie. The first 2 days of draft killed me, legit, non-stop.
Me too. But
it was the same for me and Jake.
It's gonna be worth it once we're not doing mirror matchups.
I physically can't not sweat, unfortunately. I'm not even joking. I can't bring myself not to sweat, which is a problem. Anyway, we nom Gypsy first pick because we wanted Aki regardless of if we got Gypsy or not. So I didn't want to get Aki and then get Gypsy up bid just because we had Aki. So that was why we nom
That makes
Gypsy
sense.
first.
Yeah.
And then it turned out he went for like 35, which is actually compared. Look at all the rest of the prices. I think we did pretty well.
Yeah,
I mean,
this is insane.
At the time when Gypsy went 35, everyone thought that everyone else was going to be hella cheap. Like, I didn't think anyone was going over 35 at that point.
I was worried. I was so worried when Haiku went for 26.5. I was like, holy shit, we just paid like 8K more than everyone else probably. But then the prices started to rise, so it makes it look better for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely great value. I think Theo is like a pretty good for that price as well.
I mean, 35K Gypsy, he's probably like one of the best prep support you can have.
Like
he's better than everyone else in that price range besides Mayo, in my opinion.
I think he's better than Mayo.
I think
I think he's better than Mayo. I think he's better than Kaz too.
Yeah, he's like people are saying he might be washed, but I still think he's definitely like out of the people in the pool, pretty obviously the best for team support and draft. Like his knowledge is just
he's
insane.
The best player in the pool. He's definitely the best player in the pool.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we're willing
or maybe some smoke on players. Smoke on players can definitely make an argument for being a better player, but regardless, when you combine like Gypsy's knowledge of the format in an actual game, I would still probably pick him to outplay at like maybe X-Ray. So like he's just so consistent and definitely very good for 35K. And Theo for 17K, I think that's a solid price.
I mean, Theo's good, but he also makes mistakes, but he farms a lot, which is good, because if you can put up a solid record, like 4-3, you've done your job.
Yeah.
Me and Jack were quite keen on Theo in general, so hopefully you can, like, get him to perform.
Has he been active?
He's active, that's fine.
Sorry? He's been, like, I think he has been busy this week, so he hasn't helped as, like, much as I expected, but... I mean, he's helped enough. Like, he's given input at times. He was okay. Well, I think he'll do well, but I mean, I don't like saying that about anyone these days after what happened last season. Like, okay, hopefully he'll do well. We'll see. Yeah.
You get Aki for 15.5. I just bid him straight to 15, and then I didn't give a fuck if you upbid, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was always gonna upbid, but I would have gone to 20 probably. But I think Aki's pretty good. I think people like getting. I think like legitimately the threat of him cantering is quite real.
It definitely. I definitely agree, but
Jake was pissed that I upbid straight to 15.
No. I did that because I got it. I got it mixed up. That I thought Kcric and Aki had beef, but they're actually lovers. So, but I think this is good.
He would have played for you guys regardless. Like,
I know. I don't know why Jake was freaking out.
I wasn't freaking out. I was freaking out more when the person later on this team got bid. Holy shit.
Aki's actually been the second most like active player in our server.
Aki's definitely very good, but he just has some whack draft opinions. Like he thinks fucking Zapdos is better than Coco and Sun Moon, like Chief.
Okay, no comment on those, but like he can play at the very least, and he can get.
This is good for him. He did good last season too. I think
he's going 5-2 minimum, Kcric. 5-2 minimum.
I hope so. Bloody hell.
Dude, okay. we're at 11K. Everyone was sucking words nuts, but like, am I the only one who thinks like this price is fine or a bit overpaid? Like everyone's saying went too cheap, but I think
11K is good.
Yeah.
I think 11K is pretty good. I don't know. I expected him to go for a lot more. I didn't think we were going to get him.
I think he's better than Josh though, and Josh is 17K, so I don't know.
Yeah, true.
I think he's better than some of the other players who went for more.
Yeah, like he's the same at Skyhorse and like.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, exactly. Greg 7.5. From what I'm hearing of Greg, he's gonna try this season, and I think that's good.
Yeah.
Like if we were talking like prime Greg, like that should be 10K minimum. Like honestly.
Yeah. I think I'm happy with 7.5 Greg. He's gonna try.
Greg now, even though he's gonna try, he's still a question mark.
He's nowhere near his prime, but like if he can. Perhaps like try to the point where he can like kind of get close to that prime back in like 2017, 2018. Then I think that's definitely a good deal. Solid team guy as well. So I think this is a good price.
Yeah. We paid less for him than we did in season 2. I think he's been a bit out of the game recently, but like it just depends. If you're good, you should be able to like keep it going.
Yeah, you should be able to sustain it.
played enough, so
Yeah.
I mean, he should be able to pick it up quickly.
And you got Rin for 6K. Rin's probably fine, but he's like, you have to deal with him being a retard. So I mean, is it worth it? Probably not.
Yeah, okay, I'll tell you a story right now, bro. We were talking about players we wanted. Fucking Jack like starts saying, "I want Rin really bad," like randomly, and I was like,
Bruh, Rin is good,
Jack
but
is the same man who got caught fucking running over a body's imposter and then called Mooney a bitch. This man's lost all touch.
He also upped his own co-captain in the first fucking bit of the draft.
Jack on the shrooms.
Apologies, I'm back now. But like what I was saying was Jack was so keen on Rin. He was like, I think he's really good for anything under 10. So like you legitimately could have upped us like a lot.
I don't know. I don't agree with that.
Rin again. We would have got Rin again if one player on our team didn't have beef with them.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have beef. It's just like
it's just a meme. But
I think he gets a lot of bad rap. I think he's improved.
Yeah, because he's a fucking retard, but he's not bad in the game.
If he didn't talk as much, he would have gone for more. But since he talks so much and he's like hella retarded, it's like, do you want him? Probably not.
Yeah.
I still get annoyed myself when I read his messages in LB. I have to leave this. I just have to like look off Discord sometimes. It's like, fuck this guy. Okay, let's move on. Yeah.
Okay.
I think he'll do okay.
Yeah. Sebi 8K. Okay, so like I realized like halfway through the auction, okay, these guys are definitely fucking getting Sebi, and then like Carson was on our team before you guys got Sebi, and we talked, and Carson was like, Sebi's good. I think he'd play for us. But and so like we really wanted to like upbid, and so when you guys were going after Zyph, I was really hoping that Zyph would go to you guys, so you guys wouldn't have the budget for Sebi, but Kramer's got him, so you guys got Sebi, and I think from what I see, this guy is really good for 8K. I have never talked to him, but I always see him in like ITL or UDL playoffs or something, and those are high competitive leagues, and he's got two of his best friends.
He went 10-0 in the ITL season.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure Carson told me he has a winning record versus Gypsy and Maddie. Like,
yeah, damn. But yeah, Carson was saying he's really good too in our chat.
Yeah, he's a VGC player like mostly, but he plays like some draft and like he does.
Did you guys invite Maddie to your server?
Zazzer's in our server, but not Maddie.
We have Zazzer in our server too, but he's a snake.
Facts. But he helps with a couple of rest drafts, but yeah, I think Sebi AK is a really solid pickup. Like I
would take that. Actually, if we got Ziff, we wouldn't have got Sebi, so I'm okay with.
Yeah, that's why I was like kind of mad when Kramer's got him. But I don't know. Even then, I don't know if we would have gotten Sebi for 8K because our max bid was 8K at that point.
No, we bid 7.5K for him, I think.
Yeah. Astoria for 5.5. It's okay. So yeah, I was really mad when John bid on him, but thanks for upbidding. God bless.
Yes, I was in college Gypsy at the time, and he suggested Astoria, and like legit, I didn't see anyone else left. I probably should have like, I think I passed on too many players earlier. This is probably okay. Sorry Astoria, but this is like the only pick I really, I'm unsure about, like legitimately. But I don't know. I like. On the first day, he had some.
Bro, you're just saying that because you don't want to hurt your players' feelings. Let me sum it up. Astoria, you're fucking trash. That's what
facts. That game versus Ultra Player, dude. What the fuck was that? You sacked all your win cons and then hacks and then still lost. Or actually, I don't even know.
Okay, I haven't seen any of these games, by the way. I played him once, and he actually like he was quite decent.
Kcric, you're trying way too hard to be nice. Just let Astoria know that he's trash until further notice.
Yeah.
Okay, legitimately, like when he was helping with drafts, he actually made some like decent points, which I've had people like worse prep for like drafts, like give worse advice for drafts, suggest unviable months and shit. So he has been better than some of them. I think he'll be okay. It just depends on how well he does. We'll see. Like he does bring the Austrian luck with him, so
yeah,
we'll see what happens there.
Habita 5.5. I've never seen this guy play. I just know he's in LD minors, which is whack, but I don't know. I literally know nothing about Habita. Like
Habita's broken. Habita's broken.
Okay, if Kcric's checking him off, he's hella inviable. No cap.
Trash.
No. No, I don't know. I thought I think he's quite a good player.
You guys teamed with him Oceania in World Cup, right?
Yeah, he beat Bill and he beat someone else that was actually like quite well known.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah. That's literally like the main reason I got him, because he can actually play. Like he's a decent player and we have good prep help, so
True.
he can probably
Yeah.
get results. We'll see.
BM 6K. BM I think is pretty solid. He beat Hiker in DBL Season 1, and he's been more active on Discord of late after going off for like a year. I think this is solid. But like I don't know how consistent he is. So
he went off the map after LD Season 1, I think. I mean, minors.
Yeah.
But he's not bad though.
Overall,
I mainly drafted him because he's really active. That was my main like
you
purpose.
guys got too many Aussies, Bray.
That's part of the culture, dude. We only have two.
You guys
US
only have
guys.
two. Yeah, you only have two US guys, Greg and Word, and then it's Aussie, Canadian, I think Germany,
European.
US, Sweden. I don't know where Sebi's
Sweden's unviable. Renegan's unviable.
Sebi's I think Sebi's from Canada, isn't he? No, I think he's Europe time zone though. No, I think he's from Canada. Never mind. He's from Canada.
Astoria, Europe.
Europe.
Yeah, Austria and
Half my
Haba and
team
BM.
is Europe.
And
Have fun scheduling this, bros.
Oh Jesus, that's gonna be fucking AIDS. But overall, I put this team 3 on my power rankings. Obviously, Gypsy will be probably the best team support in the whole tournament. My only worry is the bottom. So the starting lineup is going to be Gypsy, Theo, Aki for sure. Probably Word. I think Word is a bit of a question mark, but that's very good.
No, Sebi's starting too.
Oh yeah, Sebi too. But like the rest, I just feel is a bit question mark. Astoria, BM, Habada, Greg. I need to be proven otherwise that they can pipe up.
Dude, if Rin as well. Like if Rin loses like 2 games in a row, he's getting benched for sure.
But he better fucking win, I swear to God.
But
after like Jack jacked him up so much. No, but I think that's fair enough for sure. I'm kind of glad we aren't the consensus #1. Like,
yeah.
That's been how that goes. Hey, let's move on to the next.
I mean, Kcric, I can't help it. All my teams are #1 because I'm the best fucking drafter. Come on, Ko.
How many team Twitch you have, mate, bro?
He has more than you, Goofy. He has 1. You have 0.
Oh, when did he win 1? The fuck?
Clash of Kings.
Clash of Kings on the meatball substitutes.
That doesn't count. Hello? Not even on.
Alright, Kramers, Chess, and Jeremy. Chess was a great captain on Clash. He fucking went brazy, and he actually. I wasn't too sure on how his skill level would be, but he lost some games. He got very unlucky, but his prep help was definitely very good. And Jeremy, he was really excited to go into the season, and he'll definitely be motivated. And he just won a TDT, so I like this captain core a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think they drafted pretty well too. They drafted pretty well.
Yeah, I'd say this is like lower half, but that's just because the captains are good. But I trust them to build a good environment.
Yeah, I agree. They look quite cohesive as well, like looking at them in like chats. So, I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah, they're fucking cold.
6.5 is a reach though.
I agree with that, but I still think he's probably like 2nd or 3rd best Horus player in the pool, like top 3 at the very least, minimum.
I mean, I don't think he's as good as Gypsy for prep support and playing wise. I think Gypsy's better.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. Yeah.
I don't know if Mayo's gonna sweat as much as last season.
I mean, he like you could do a lot worse than Mayo. You could have got like King L5 or someone else.
I mean, the nice thing about Mayo though is that based off like the past, he puts up good DPL.
He will always be consistent. Yeah. He's got like
he's
like fucking 13 or 2 or some shit. Like
he's 11 and 2.
Yeah.
Mayo is super reliable. Yeah, you can't really fault him on that. I think this is. Yeah, it's probably a bit more than I even like I'm like good friends with Mayo. I wouldn't pay probably this much, but
I feel like Mayo should go for like 30k max. Or not max.
Yeah, I think everyone should go about 30k max. But that's a completely different discussion.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Troy for 13.5. I think that's like the perfect price for Troy. Everyone's saying underpaid for it, but like having team versus Troy twice, he'll get dubs and he'll help people. That's for sure. But getting into the upper teens is still a lot. I think this is perfect price for Troy though. He'll mock most people.
No,
But,
I mean, 13K is good. I think people thought he was an underpaid because of his DPO record in the past, which is fair. But you don't have to spend more because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he choked some games in Clash, honestly. Like he had a good record, but I feel like his play could have been better. But that's just because I was judging so critically. There's a lot of people like that.
Yeah,
dude,
I mean, I don't think it's a good.
Do you guys remember that Troy game where he lost to Narc though in DPL season 2?
Yes, I remember that game. I can't believe he fucking lost that series.
Yeah, it's actually only his second loss, like in the whole scheme of things.
Jake, no lie. After that game, I thought you guys were gonna fucking drop him at mids. That was horrible.
No. We should have given him more playing time in season 2 though. We played Rise, Pool, and Ice more than him, which was a choke. But we didn't really. Yeah, we picked him up season 2 because he fucking destroyed Commonly in season 1 and like ended our season. But ever since that, I've seen like he's pretty fired. But I still think this is a good price. Seidel for 9.5. I guess this is about good for Seidel.
I mean, it's a fine price. Seidel will probably go like 3 and 4, 4 and 3.
Seidel disappointed me a bit last season, but he's more motivated this season. Like he's definitely very into it.
Historically, he's always gone about break even, so that's what I expect from him.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's okay. Yeah.
Dougal 7K.
That's.
I don't have much to say about Dougal. I haven't seen Dougal play in a minute.
Same. I haven't seen him play.
Yeah, me either. He just used to rage quit. He just used to rage like every time he got hacks. That's funny.
Back in the day, though, like apart from that,
I can count on. Yeah, I can count on 2 hands the amount of times he said he was going to quit mods.
Oh yeah, no, I'm more than that, bro. What you have like? What do you have more than 5 fingers? The fuck? Like.
Yeah, I do.
More than that. It was like every day.
I mean, Dougal's not bad. He's just really whack with making any decisions and using logic, which I mean, you don't need that for Mons, which is good enough, I guess.
That was like not even relevant.
I just felt like saying that because I know he's gonna watch it and be pissed.
I mean, he stayed in LD in like Masters for quite a few seasons. And so that shows that he can.
I think he made playoffs once.
Yeah. Well, he still stayed in there. Like he didn't relegate or anything, so he can play. He can like somewhat compete.
Yeah.
At his best. So we'll see what happens.
He's fine. Like 7K for Dougal is probably a fine pick, honestly.
Yeah.
Chip for 10.5. I fuck with this. He's a DPL champion and he had a good run in Cash Gang. I think this is about what I said for Chip.
His fucking avatar on Discord is too cringe. Hell no.
What do you mean, bro? It's just a trainer.
Yeah, that shit's cringe. No lie.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. It's the doctor guy, right?
Yeah.
In game. Yeah.
It's kind of whack.
I remember we made fun of this pick last season too. I think he did okay though.
Yeah, he did.
Let me pull up the DPL sheet, Professor Chipboard. Let me pull this shit up. He's 1 and 1. Never mind.
Wait, he only played 2 games?
No. 3 and 3, dude. He's breaking even.
Yeah. Oh, that's not too bad. TJ for 6.5. TJ's price keeps going down, but I think this is what I'd spend about TJ. He'll chime in. And
bruh, TJ was the 2nd best player on High Jump Kcric season 2. Just remember that.
That's kind of tragic.
Me and Mayor saw what he did in the season before, and we knew someone was going to spend a lot on him and regret it. And you were the unlucky person who.
I didn't want him. Joe was like, he went 4 and 2. We're getting him.
Yeah, I think this is okay. Like he has upside. He can be like pretty whack at times and like super inconsistent.
He's alright, I guess.
He's okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's a reason I didn't like try and upgrade him, but I don't know. He's okay. Like
they can get another mids, guys. They can get another mids like player with 3K.
Yeah, I mean, like in terms of 5Ks, he's probably better than some of the other ones. So
yeah,
it's okay.
Inverse for 7.5. Inverse was clean last season.
I think this is pretty good. Honestly.
Yeah, this is good.
I wish I got Inverse. Fuck.
Yeah, we wanted him too. Yeah. So he was knocked pretty late. But this is about good for Inverse.
Isn't he like in the military or something?
He was, but he's not anymore. Like in the military he was, but he's back. He played Mega B and did pretty solid.
I mean, I got respect him. I can't fucking talk trash on him because he carried our Clash of Kings Season 1 team when we had 2 guys in the server. When me, Vest, Sky all left the server.
Epic. But yeah, this is good for this price. He's a good team guy. You can definitely get wins. He was positive last season. Zyph 13k. Everyone's saying this is good. I don't know much about Zyph.
I mean, he's not very active, but he does his own stuff very well.
I'm pretty high on this. Like, I think he's quite.
I mean, Kcric, the thing about Zyph though is that last season in Clash of Kings, he didn't help anyone, but he did his own stuff. He did his own stuff very well, which is all you can ask for.
Yeah, he did really well on his own. Like, and that's probably all he really needs.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he'll help out a bit more, but like, just from purely results based, like he did well for us. So I have respect for him as a player. Sure. Yeah.
Pi for 7.
I don't think you could have got anyone better. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Pi for 7.
I like this. I know this is like kind of a weird sample size, but I teamed with Pi in the CPL. The fucking that shit was fucking awful. But I teamed with Pi, and he was honestly the most consistent player on the team. He mocked some people, even though there was a game a day. He won most of his games. I like this. Pi's good in my opinion, and good for 7k. I think he was on AIQ when they won as well. So yeah. And Undead for 6k. Apparently Undead is like some unholy sweat, but I have no idea how good he is.
We were thinking about getting him, but then Gypsy told me he was like some 13-year-old, so we didn't want to ruin the vibe in our server. Like, no cap, that's why we didn't bid on this guy. But apparently he's quite decent at months, so yeah.
But overall, I have this team very high. I think that they'll end up the most active team, and they're overall very depth. I can see a very solid starting 7 with Mayo, Troy, Seidel, Chip, and then they can throw out either TJ, Inverse, or no, Ziff will actually be on there. So that's 5, and you can throw out TJ, Inverse, Pi, and I guess Dougal. And so I really like this team. They seem to be very. I
mean, to be fair, they can very easily do bad too. Like.
I could see him being good, and I could see him crashing out completely.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if they lose to Rocky Helmet for his young people.
The reason I'm not too high on them is because they kind of give me HMT vibes. Like, I can't really explain it, but they like seem very chill at first, but I don't know if that consistently will pan out, because I don't see these guys like talk too much. Like, besides Mayo and Silo, I don't know how much these guys talk.
I'm pretty sure apart from like Mayo and Troy, if you look at the all-time DPL records, these guys are all like break even or worse. So maybe Inverse is better than that, but like the rest, I guarantee is like break even or worse. So yeah, I don't know. It really depends on if they pipe up this season. I could see them doing really bad, and I could see them doing really good. Either way.
Yeah.
Toss it a coin.
Yeah. Then next up, we have Galarian Stampede, Blue, and Draw. Definitely very interesting captain core. Draw is one of the biggest demons in terms of prep. He will go crazy. He loves. He's like fucking. He actually enjoys like building out 7 fucking teams. So definitely a very good captain there, and just someone good to have right off the bat. And then Blue, Blue sweated for BBC last season, and he won some games. That's all I really know about Blue. I haven't really seen him play that much.
Blue will probably give some mocks here and there. I don't think he needs to do.
I think he'll care about his team, that's for sure.
The Blue will try for sure. This is the captain core I want. If I was playing, I want to get this for.
Yeah, I want to go with them as well. They're one of the teams I want to go the most. But Hiker for 26k, I think is like the perfect price for Hiker.
Imagine paying 26 for Hiker. That guy is like a fucking 10k player, bro.
No, dude, Hiker only cares about his own record. He doesn't care about the team.
Yeah, I forgot.
I'm clearly memeing. But like.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That kind of concerns me. Hiker was saying he cares more about his record than a chip, which is whack. But still, I think Hiker's good for this just because of what he's known he can do. But then again, like Hiker's DPL record is 8-6, and if someone of his caliber, he's got to do better. He's lost way too many important games. I think he gets nervous in DPL. Like he lost. Like I've teamed with him for 3 seasons in a row, so I know how Hiker works. He gets nervous, but he can win. He can win versus like the given games, but he's gonna have to show more consistency. But he's also way busier than past seasons.
This team literally only has They have no one higher than 10K after their top 2.
Yep.
I just noticed that.
But
Okay, whilst I say this, right, I think this is a good price for Hiker, but I don't think this was the best team for him to go to for this price. Like, given they were gonna spend like basically.
No, I don't agree.
I don't think it makes sense to spend this much on Hiker. Like, I think he would have fit better on a different team.
I mean, the thing about Hiker Casso is that they'll probably get you 1 or 2 wins a week, which is good, but I think it's more likely to be 1 than 2.
I agree too. I agree completely.
I actually think this is the better team for Hiker to go to because he's with Kaz, who is like top 3 sweats, and like a team shouldn't have paid Hiker expecting a sweat. He wasn't a sweat past seasons, but then now he's working 6 days a week, and so definitely different Hiker than past seasons. So when they're paying for this, they know they're not paying for someone who's gonna go brazy in prep, but still he can win games. So
yeah, it's true. Yeah. Okay. Well, moving on to.
Wait, let me add one more thing. Hiker for 26.5, I think it's a bit of an overpay if I'm being honest. I don't think he's... I don't know, if you have to rely on someone to win 1 game to save your season, I wouldn't want Hiker to play that.
I agree, but like, it's hard for me to say it's an overpay when I look at the price of like I and L5.
Oh no, those are overpays too, I'm not gonna lie.
But he went for 7.5k less.
Well, Jake, I'm talking about overpaying like the grand scheme of like every captain knowing how to draft. Because if every captain knew how to draft, no one would go over 30k in my opinion.
Yeah, but I think this is fine. Kaz for 38k, the most expensive player in the auction, but he's also like a top 3 sweat, so you don't have to worry about your team being dead if you get Kaz. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Or Duran Kaz combined, a huge sweat pair.
Kaz retired from Among Us to sweat in DPL.
I played Among Us less, but I didn't fully retire. Kaz dead ass fucking deleted the game and dipped. But
the only question I have about Kaz is that I'm not sure like he is the most valuable player in the whole pool.
He shouldn't go for more than Gypsy.
No, Gypsy's better for sure.
Yeah.
I agree with that too. And the one thing I see is that even though he's done really well in DPL, I've seen in his other league he hasn't done comparatively as well. And given this is more now a draft meta rather than like the whole pick and choose, like you make your own draft kind of thing.
I don't like the rest drafts.
Okay, but the thing is, Kcric, Kcric, the thing is, it's different playing like when you're the underdog and playing when you're expected to win. It's a lot different.
If I'm being honest, I think he might have a dip in performance this season.
Yeah, I think so too. It's definitely possible, or I mean, it can go either way. But I think that now that he's expected to win like almost every game, I think that it'll definitely affect his performance.
Like 38k is a lot of like money. Like the rest of his team is all below 10.
Yeah.
Just because he went like much. Yeah. I'm not sure like if it was a good idea to spend that much on 2 players. Like honestly,
but I mean,
even if like, I think their logic was like Blue was saying, his logic was the player pool wasn't as strong, so they thought we better to splurge in the couple like I mean 2 good players rather than like a more balanced approach. But
I understand that, but their bottom is, in my opinion, like they have like the end they have like a bottom 2 like lower half of the roster, maybe bottom 3 like Temporal Titans and Rocky Helmets.
And the worst thing is their bottom half starts at the 3rd player.
Yeah,
like, that's the thing. Yeah, their tiebreak.
They dropped like 38k on Kaz and then drafted Blargle Fargo to save their team.
Yeah, they got Blarg because of Kaz, I reckon. But next up, Pythons.
Blarg's pretty good. I mean, we'll get to.
Yeah, we'll get to Blarg. But Pythons, I mean, he was okay last season if I recall correctly, but he was really bad on Clash. Hiker spent like fucking 20k on him, and like
I
benched
could fucking complain every week about it.
Yeah.
No, Python's record got inflated heavily. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't even know what his record is, but I mean,
it was he went like 4-0 to start and then dropped the last 2, but. The reason his record got inflated so heavily is because the people he was playing, like he kind of got lucky and the comp wasn't that good, and anyone can get a couple wins, but at the end of the season when people started clutching up, he really could not like compete with them.
Bacon board for 8.5. I don't know too much about Bacon. You guys teamed with him in class, but what I've seen for Bacon, I think this is solid.
He's very safe in the real games.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like very conservative.
He tries a lot though. He tries very hard.
He's not bad.
That's good.
So I think he's okay for 8.5. He's good.
I mean, the problem with conservative players is that every matchup's not going to be good. Or, I mean, yeah, every matchup's not going to be good for you. So, in some games, you have to play way more aggressive. And I think he didn't really realize that in some of his games that he lost. So, yeah.
They get to,
I mean,
those players get too complacent.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Kaz and Gra will probably build a very good team for him to use. And he might not even need to, like, to do that.
I mean, in bad matchups, he's going to have to play better than the opponent for sure, regardless of the team.
That's true. Yeah.
Sky for 7.5.
He's not playing the first 3 weeks, but when he does play,
he says that, but will he? Well, I don't know. We'll find out. I still think there's a solid chance he plays. He wanted to tank his price and go to a team he liked. But
then we should ban him, bro. Doesn't make sense for he put a number on his his thing. He's only gonna play 4 weeks.
Let me check.
Yeah, he did. He did.
So, like, if he plays more than 4, legit should have like a ban.
Some goofy signed me up, so I'm but so he said I won't play for first 2 if not okay. So yeah, I guess, but still, when the time comes, this is a solid price for Sky. You can win games, but he can also go full retard mode at times.
He did really bad last season. I don't even think, like, honestly,
he got destroyed by Wombo, but he also beat.
Beat me, so.
Yeah, exactly. That was a big game. Gotta give him credit there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that was his only win.
I think he's like 8 and 6 in DPL.
Holy shit! How did I? Oh, okay. I'm not gonna think about that. But, I mean, for 1.5, he's fine. Like,
yeah.
He'd be good if he make playoffs. Like,
dude,
having
Sky is so stupid though. He wanted me to bid up to 8K, but if I did that, then I wouldn't be able to upbid on my last 4 players.
Wait. Hey, Keenan, is it true that he DM'd Jack saying not to upbid?
I did not. Jack didn't tell me, but I wasn't.
Jack said something about that, but I don't know if he was telling the truth.
Dude, Jake, Sky was raging at me for not upbidding to 8K, but he's so stupid. Why would I do that when I'm not gonna get 4 players for 5K, dumbass?
We didn't even bid on him from memory. Like, I don't know. I don't. Jack didn't tell me if he actually said that or not. Yeah. So I doubt it. But I did. He just know what he said.
For all I know, Sky got triggered in every Among Us call when I said, "What if you go to Ian and TC?" He'd always be like, "Not a possibility, so don't say that."
Yeah. Metal Frider 6.5. Metal has a history of doing good the first half of the season and then going south.
Metal was so overhyped in season 2.
Dude, Specky fucking slobbed on his knob so hard when he went for 18K, and then he lost like every game after mids.
Oh, he wasn't that bad, was he?
Dude, he went. I think he went winless after mids. He choked his game versus Seidel so bad.
His overall record is 7 and 8.
Damn, really? Yeah. That's worse than I thought. And he also got dropped in Clash. I don't know. 6.5 though. It's not too risky. It's not too risky for Metal.
He always gets 50%. Like, he's fine.
Yeah.
His activity's an issue though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's nothing special. He's just like, I mean, he's always gonna get picked up in every auction. He's okay. Like, he's better than a 5K player, the average 5K player. But then
yeah.
Yeah, he's not.
At least he's not going for 18K anymore.
Kcric, if he goes like 3 and 4, that's kind of what you expect.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's what I expect from him. I mean, he's solid, but like nothing amazing.
Yeah.
Daddy for 6K.
So going back to that, I think unironically it's either him or Blago Fago that plays the tiebreak because like with Hiker.
I think it's Sky. Sky.
I think it's Blarg. I think you're putting Blarg in the tiebreak and then expecting him to try hard.
Blarg may flop though. We'll have to see. It's kind of hard to say.
I mean, to be fair, Blarg is probably like the best. Like it's probably like the top 2 or 3. Like just raw skill at the game. He's definitely like raw skill, like top 2 or 3 in the entire. I
actually don't know how good he is at smoke gun. I just know he
exists. In DPL, he went like 7 and 3 in SPL, I think.
Damn.
But, yeah, he knows what he's doing. He makes really back plays. That's what they work. Like, dude, he fucking. I mean, it's fun. It's like a meme that he always stays in on Lando T with his train and no one ever earthquakes. It's a meme, but yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, we'll see if that playstyle works out. But we can just talk about Blarg now. He probably was only on the team because of Kaz, but still, yeah. As we are saying, I think that's solid. He last time Smogon player with little draft experience was on a team with Draw and Kaz. They went 6-1 and won the MVP. That being Blunder. So I definitely think this is a good pickup for them. We wanted to get him, but we didn't think anyone would upbid.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who he was, like, to be honest. I had no idea.
I think he's playing for this team because he knows Kaz, but if they didn't have Kaz, I don't think he'd play or care.
I still think it's a coin flip to see if he does well or not. Like,
yeah,
just because I did well last season doesn't mean this guy.
If he starts the season like 0-2, his motivation's gonna be like in an all-time low.
We don't even know if his motivation will be good, even if he does well. Honestly.
Yeah. I mean, all he needs to do is actually just play the game. I'm sure Dry and Kaz will literally mock and build a full team for him.
Yeah, they will.
But all he needs to do is play.
That's why I think the tiebreak's gonna be Hyper, Kaz, and him. Honestly.
I mean, good. I think a lot of this team really hinges on how well he does. To me,
I agree because of how sus their lower half is.
And P2
with all the other players, and I think they're only good for about 50%. So you really need Blarg to go like 5-0, 6-0 or something for them to make playoffs.
And P2 needs to do well too, like 4-2 or 3-2 or something.
Gonna start. Okay, but we can go on to Daddy now, I guess. But Specky was saying in our server that Daddy is really good and he'll be a sweat, but like that's fine as a low tier. But like when you look at this team, I don't think a sweat is what they needed. They literally have Draw and Kaz, and the other guys are like tried decently well too. So I feel like they should have focused on getting some solid players.
I will say though that since we didn't get Blarg, I think Blarg's best fit was our team or this team.
Yeah, true. I agree. But Daddy, I don't have much to say. Apparently the Tinted Titans guys from last season liked him, but I don't even think he played a game. This guy will probably be a bench warmer, but he'll help.
The only thing I have to say about this guy is that Daddy's a fucking cringe name. Like, change it.
True. That ain't it.
Yeah, it actually puts me off like bidding on him that his name is Daddy. What the fuck? All right, moving on.
All right, Kcric, we get it. You have daddy issues. Come on, Co.
Facts.
Crazy.
Okay, there's P2.
Isn't this guy like not even that good at Smogon?
I have no idea. I don't really know much about him, if I'm being honest.
I just knew he was Smogon, and that was it. But like, I know he was like at least playing in like SPL and shit, if I recall correctly. I think I saw him. So like, he's not.
I have no idea. I can't comment. He was before my time.
Yeah, at least he's not like some guy that's just in a Smogon circle and is just like thought to be good just because he's in a Smogon circle.
He was playing stuff, I think. I've seen him play a few games.
If he can do good though, that's really good because of how much this team needs a lower half to pipe up.
I think that Blarg and him for that cheap is very good because they have high ceilings.
And they have great help support as well.
Yeah, it's a good fit.
Yeah, and it really depends on how well they do. I think.
Lastly,
I don't really even want to talk about Scrappy.
Yeah, Scrappy. I don't think he like. I don't know Scrappy, but
that's
like I saw
MPO Miners champ. MPO Miners.
I saw Dougal link a game in DPL General. He had the game locked up. He clicked Protect versus an Urshifu that clicked Wicked Blow and lost the game to an Urshifu.
Okay, that's goofy.
Yeah, but Galarian and Stampede, I have them like 4 or 5 in my power rankings. The top are Hiker and Kaz, very good. Draw and Kaz will definitely go Brazy with help. But I just don't know how much I can trust the low tier guys to pipe up. Like we have Sky, and then how consistent are Python's Bacon, Metal Fried are gonna be? I don't know. Blarg and P2 will definitely be the keys.
I think it's more likely that Blarg performs better than someone like Python's in like Baconborn.
I agree. Maybe not Baconborn, but Python's, yeah.
To me, I'm not expecting much from the rest of the team either. That's the thing, because I think we've seen.
If Hiker and Cats need to do really well, though, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure. They need to both go like at least 5-2.
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if this team makes playoffs, though.
Me either.
Oh yeah, me too. I wouldn't be. I mean,
one thing to note though is that the teams this season are definitely more balanced. I think there's only like 2 or 3 outliers, but other than that, everyone's just like right there.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good.
I think legitimately anyone can make playoffs this season. Like I
I don't think that like one or two of these teams can make playoffs. If I'm being
I mean,
honest, I'm not gonna say it
the only-
because last time I said that both of them made playoffs, so I'm gonna keep my
bro.
comments to myself, and you
Same
can
here.
speculate.
Yeah, there's only one team I think that won't make playoffs. They can't physically make playoffs. But like,
Yeah,
Me too.
but
I'll say it. It's the fucking Tang Gang. If they make playoffs, I'm out.
nah, bro, Tang Gang, it's
I
It's-
could see
it's
them doing
Temporal
well,
Tower
but I don't
Titans.
think they're that bad.
There is
Like, I
no
legit-
shot the Tang Gang makes playoffs. Come on.
Okay, now they're gonna make playoffs.
Bro.
Fuck you.
yeah.
Not even that bad.
You care,
Like, for
sis.
real, I don't think they're that bad.
We're finna lose week 1.
Not that bad. They're not even that bad.
Jake, you better not. Jake, if you lose versus Tang Gang week 1, you're on the trading block immediately.
I'm throwing versus Blitzburg.
Oh, okay, buddy. You're getting traded for some random.
Bro, I'll trade you Renegade for Jake. There we go.
Bruh.
Yeah.
I would need to retire.
Bro, I'm trading Jake for like fucking Troy. Fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, I'm not sure they would even take that. Like knowing
Yeah,
some
are
how
you
loyal
dumb?
some
Of course they would take that trade.
They would definitely take
Some of
that.
these captains are so loyal. Some of these
Actually-
captains are so loyal to their players.
That's true.
like,
That's
for
true.
real.
Dude, I was actually surprised that Chess traded Narth, like at Clash. I was like, I didn't think they would, but they actually listened to me. Veno too, but oh yeah, this is going to be a really good season. Definitely very balanced. As we were saying, most teams can make playoffs. The season starts this week. That's about all.
How long was this draft analysis? It's felt forever. Holy shit.
It was so
An hour-
long, man.
An hour and 40 minutes, but yeah,
Jesus.
that's about all. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time on my channel, peace.